Is Khalil Ware making business decisions for the Hoosiers and not playing because of it? Let's get into talking about this quote that Mike Woodson had as a total head scratcher.
Watford 3 on the way. Oh!
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, Aaron. Thank you so much for being here and being part of this Indiana Hoosiers community and Colts community on this channel. Thank you so much for comment down below. I reply to all comments on this channel, and we have a great discussion about Indiana basketball in the comment section. There, I do have a giveaway. If you're not familiar with the company, Home Field Apparel, I will be giving away at 200 subscribers. My subscribers are super low. I
gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
When I get to 200, I will be giving away a piece of apparel from Home Field Apparel. These guys started at the Kelly School of Business in Bloomington, started in just like a little warehouse type shack, and now have built themselves up to being one of the best brands to buy licensed material from the Indiana Hoosiers. So check out Home Field Apparel, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up if you like it. That really helps me out in more ways than one. And then you will be entered if you subscribe and leave a comment down below. You will be entered to win a shirt. And this is my favorite Home Field Apparel shirt. They have the Bison shirts from Indiana back in the late 60s when they went to the Rose Bowl. They had a mascot during that time. So check out these shirts. I've given some of these away as gifts. They are some of the softest, greatest material of shirts. The quality is top notch. So I just want to give them a shout out, and you will be entered to win on this channel if you subscribe and leave a comment down below. So thank you very much for all of that. Now let's get right into the episode. Mike Woodson, let's just read this quote real quick and then try to make a little bit of sense of it. But okay, I just want to isolate this right here. Like they basically play small ball because Illinois, they only run out really 6'6" and 6'9", 6'10" guys. But here Woodson said, but we can't do that. I've got a 7-footer if he decides to play, and I've got Malik Renew, so we got to make them have to play as well. I don't understand this. If he decides to play, that is a very odd thing to say. So he missed the last game with a lower leg injury that, I mean, I guess he needed to sit out, but this just gives me the realization, I guess, that is he just sitting out because he's trying to go to the NBA and that's more important to him. Indiana basketball, what are we doing? I mean, the guys that we brought in, I mean, did we really put that much thought into it? Or did we just put a lot of offers out there and then we just got what we got? No doubt, I mean, with all the guys that Indiana had leaving, there were a lot of openings. So I can see why that was very desirable for like Ware and Mbako to come to Indiana than rather than play at like Duke or somewhere else, because they were going to get more exposure here and they were going to get more playing time. But I guess the main thing, if you watch all of these old videos and things, our goal at Indiana has always been to win a national championship, not to get guys to the NBA. I mean, I just saw, yes, is that part of the college game, is getting to the NBA? A little bit, but for the most part, your biggest contributors in college are not going to be NBA players or prospects. The heart and soul of your college team are going to be four-year guys, and that's really where we're missing out. I think about, and this is going to sound funny, Chick-fil-A, do you know why they are so successful? Because they have singular focus. They're not trying to make burgers and fish sandwiches and this and that. They only focus on one thing, the chicken sandwich. And they're the best at it. And that's why, at least the one in Fort Wayne, there's a line around the block almost every day to get into that place, because you know if you're going there for a chicken sandwich, it's going to be the best chicken sandwich, because that's all they focus on. So how do we relate this to our basketball team? National champ. If you look back to even Branch McCracken when he was there, the main goal was always to win a national championship. From recruiting, from everything, was all singular focus on winning a national championship. Now there may be, I'm sure there's going to be Illinois people on here and people from other schools that love to troll Indiana fans. Everybody loves to troll Indiana fans because we're number one in Twitter. We're number one in YouTube channels. Like, all these YouTube channels make videos about Indiana because we have the most rabid fan base out there. Can we bring it back to life? We can bring it back to life. I know today I got off a track and we're talking a little bit more about philosophy and just how are we going to build this from the ground up, brick by brick, from the ground up. If your main goal is to win a national championship, then you can start recruiting from that point. Go to people. This is our goal as a team. Do you want to be a part of this? I don't know. Kalel Ware, I don't have a problem with him at all. I think he's shown much growth. I didn't watch him play at Oregon, but from what everybody said, how, quiet and standoffish he is, that's just part of the guy's personality. In some ways, you're not going to coach that out of a guy, but can you get him to give you a little bit more effort, a little bit more, and to bring it to a level where we're going to be competing for a national championship? I mean, I know it seems far, far away at this point right now because it seems like we're just not getting. Let's thank our sponsor, Reynolds Wrap. For 75 years, Reynolds Wrap has helped save you time in the kitchen. Look for Reynolds Wrap in the easy find box. They have a pink strip on the bottom so you can find it more easily in your grocery aisle because you will need this stuff no matter when you're starting to cook. You need it to line sheet pans with, make steamer bags for vegetables, line your grill with it. Reynolds Wrap has been saving you time for over 75 years. And when you're watching the big game this Sunday, use Reynolds Wrap and you'll get back faster after halftime. Thank you to Reynolds Wrap for sponsoring this video. I guess my main point is, go look back at some of the players of years past. The grittiness of our players is kind of gone. Even the 2012 team had a lot of grit and tenacity. I mean, I'll just say even Trace Jackson Davis, I think he took the bull by the horns at the end of his career and did play at a higher level. And if you notice last year, after somebody sent him that letter, after they called him soft and all these things, he really ramped it up. It was almost like exactly what he needed. Although many people said, oh, this is terrible, people are calling him soft, he played better. I mean, sometimes anger is a great motivator for people. People always think that anger, jealousy, these things can be the worst emotions ever. Anger can be a great motivator for players, for sports, for anything. You gotta keep that chip on your shoulder and always keep grinding away at it. I know this episode, I am getting way off track. The Hoosiers play Illinois, and then we're gonna really see what they've been working on. Oh, what's that? That Damon Bailey, he played out there for 20 all his life with bad knees, and he don't miss one game, and he was in pain the whole time. Well, Hillbilly Monkey, that is true. Damon Bailey had bad knees, and he ruined his knees playing at Indiana. That is for true. And in the senior night speech, Bob Knight told him, what did he say? In his senior night speech, Bob Knight said anytime he asked him if he was going to play or if he was too hurt to play, he said, I will play every single time. Damon Bailey is a legend. Yeah, that is true. And you know what? I always like to add a little bit of nostalgia to my videos, but you know what? It's like the grittiness, the tenacity, it's not there. And that's Indiana basketball. It's fundamental basketball played with a ton of grit and a ton of tenacity. That's what Indiana basketball really is. That's what's lacking out there on the floor right now. We don't see it. We just don't see it. The guys, I mean, it could be depicted better by seeing Zach Edey dive for a ball when their team's ahead by 20 points and our guy is not going to dive for that ball and we're behind by 20 points. It could be defined by that picture right there. So I want to know more about how we're recruiting guys, and if we are recruiting guys saying come here, our goal is this, and that should be our goal every single time. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. Until next time, stay classy out there, Hoosier fans.